Hello and welcome everybody, I'm Bavarian and this is of course Crusader Kings 3. Now I'm incredibly excited to be back, and before we jump in I just want to say a few words, and that is primarily keep yourself and the people around you safe. You will be doing me a favor, you will be doing yourself a favor, and well, you will do everyone a favor. So with that being said, check this out. Are you seeing this? Oh my god, are you seeing this? Oh, I like it so much. I hope so do you. Now I'm not going to wear that of course because I sound a bit muffled, don't I? Oh, that being said, look at that. Oh, it's embroidery. I love it so much. Now, that being said, I'll be back without one. Alright, so here we are in a new world with a new character. I mean, it's not a new world. We leave, of course, behind the beautiful, beautiful Habsburgs. You can see them right over here. You know, just a vassal of the Kingdom of Lothringen, but they control more than half of it. Oberlothringen under the control of Herzog Otto II of Oberlothringen and, of course, of Transuranien. And then we have Herzog Werner II of Schwaben. Both of these are Habsburgs. I can only hope that they keep it together. I can only hope maybe that they will found Switzerland, but I'll be honest with you, that is quite doubtful, seeing as, of course, the entirety of Switzerland is either controlled by this fella here or by the Lombardei in itself. Now, with that being said, I couldn't make things happen in the last episode, but in this one, I'm certain we can make things happen. And in this life, I am certain we can make things happen. We have 1-year-old Negus Zena. I think that is how you pronounce the reverse E. Honestly, I have no idea. Please do let me know. But Zena or Zena of Abyssinia is taking over, and she has taken over after her father died of a miraculous case of debug. Yeah, I helped a bit because he was 69. It's a good age to die. He was sick. And on top of that, of course, I would love to play Negus Zena. So with that being said, we are going to be an incredibly powerful queen. We are Coptic, of course, and we are the daughter, well, of our father and of the mother that comes from the Apostolic Hierarchy. So she is Armenian, from the Apostolic Armenian house of Aran Shahik. And you can see that right here, that the rest of the family has been enslaved at this point. Kachin still under control of Bey Grigor of Kachin, although he is an atheist, so I'm assured that he is not that good a believer of the apostolic faith. And most importantly, they are under the Seljuks. Our wife, no, our mother. Why our wife? Our mother is the last remaining free Aran Shahik, as far as I can tell. Yeah, look at that. Damn. She might even inherit this, although I'll be honest with you, I doubt it. But we will see about it, we will see how it goes. For the moment, I think we are 1-year-old. We are in a war, you can see it right down there. It's just a war that we will win in no time whatsoever. We even have some mercs, if I saw that correctly. We have a lot of money. I'm going to put a bunch of people onto the council here, as they are strong. I don't really care for the opinions, because I am 1-year-old, and this is, of course, roleplay. Now, we are over the domain limit as well, and just let me take a look here. The most powerful lord would be the Lord of Tigre, which is, if I am not mistaken, this guy. Yeah, that's him. I think I'm going to make him specifically happy. I'm going to grant him a title down here in the south, Wage, if that is how you pronounce it. Probably isn't. I could have given it to his son, you know. I think that could have been a better gift, but that's okay. I'm going to give it to him, and then maybe I'm going to reward whoever is my spy master. Oh, that is him. That is excellent. Okay, I'm going to give you some land as well. Of course, I'm a kid, so I'm not making those decisions. No, it is the people that are ruling these lands, that are pillaging my, you know, I don't know, my property. And I'm going to give you Fettegar as well. And I think, let's kick it off and let's see how our dear Zena grows up. I would love to find out who she will be. I hope so will you. We hopefully will have a long life, and I hopefully can get involved a bit over here. We have a very strong Mazar under the leadership of the Shia Caliph, of course, then a very strong Seljuk Empire, and the Crusades should start in no time whatsoever. And would you look at that? There have been Salerno, I guess, but there have been no other excursions by the Christians into Africa. That is always a good sight. And to nobody's surprise, I have won the war. The County of Kassala is ours, and of course that is an easy victory. I mean, I literally did absolutely nothing. Let's make some money. That should be quite easy to do. I can chieftain Mariam, can be ransomed. Yep, okay, we just imprisoned her. You know what? Absolutely, I will ransom her. Beyond that, yeah, I don't really care about any of those. You know what? Let's just hang out. We're a child. I got nothing yet in life. I can't even read, write, or speak. So let's just fast forward a bit. I love, by the way, that the Vasilea Romayon is still at war with the Seljuk Empire. Sultan Al-Muazzam Al-Arjlan is still attempting to take over. I believe it is for a war for Armenia, right? Yeah, it is an invasion for Armenia. And right now, I think he's going to lose. He got a rebellion. A peasant revolt merely, of course. But even then, they're down to minus 61. We'll see how it goes. A ruler in the making. My mother Shahandokt keeps asking me to let the other children pick what games to play sometimes, but why should I when I always know which one is the best? Or why should I? I'm so sick of her and all the other grown-ups telling me what to do. I am bossy. Or we could become a real warrior queen. Let's see how we turn out. I also will have to take a look at who we actually make our guardian. There are, of course, plenty of opportunities. Yeah, mother, always a good option. Alternatively, I'm certain we have a really good... I think I saw that earlier. I'm pretty sure that we have an absolutely outstanding commander in our midst. Let me just take a look at this. 24, you're pretty decent. You know what? You are pretty good. Negasi Negos Zare. So maybe I'm just gonna actually use you, huh? Maybe I'm going to make you my educator. He is wrathful, brave, and diligent. Why shouldn't I learn from him as long as he, of course, is still alive? I don't think that he will be alive for all that much longer, but you gotta try. Now, we already have a pretty healthy amount of men-at-arms, but I think we can go at least a little bit higher. I would like to pay for more Onagas. Can I get something better here? Not yet, huh? Do we have any special? Let me take a look at this. Our neighbor appears to be the leader of the Amara culture. That is interesting. Now, we don't have access to anything here when it comes to the early medieval inventions. I got some additional inventions, of course. We could have war camels. We currently do not have them. But I got some additional tech here. Of course, regional and cultural tech. That is a very good, a very interesting mod. But it strikes me as quite unlikely that we are going to acquire any of those, at least as it stands. Oh, and no more lessons. It is a bit of a blur how it all went from Nagase Negozare falling to call on me for my lessons one morning to now sitting in a carriage bound for home. When I asked why Negozara was not seeing me off, the murmurs around me slowly made it clear that I will not be seeing him again. He has passed away. How did he pass? That is, died of old age. I mean, yeah, 62, you know what? You deserved it, I suppose. We're going to find a new master. We're going to find a new guardian. I mean, I think right now. I always like to do that as soon as possible. You know, we have to just, like, bring somebody in that could be worthwhile. And I don't know. My mother seems like a decent pick, but her learning skill is quite low. And, I mean, brave, callous, and forgiving. Honestly, those are not bad stats. You know what, Queen Mother? Sure. May you educate me. I could also become Armenian or Apostolic. It is interesting. Oh, they have cataphracts. Oh my god. It is interesting, but I'll be honest with you. Is it adequate? I don't know. If I convert culture, I believe I still get to reconvert if I wanted to. You know what? Okay, here's my deal. I'm going to do this, and then when I am Hayeren, when I am Armenian, I'm going to build a cataphract regiment and reconvert, just to show that we are a child of two worlds. You know, it is a bit min-maxy, I suppose, but it is not intended that way. It's just that if I don't do it, our mother's influence will be entirely ignored. Now, the religion I don't want to change, because I want to be a strong Coptic ruler. Let's just take a look at that. Look at that. Pope Christodolos. He's Egyptian, of course. He is holding no land whatsoever. He's a good pope. Look at that. He's a good fella. Ooh, an accusation of witchcraft. My courtier Samson approaches me furtively and urgently signals to speak to me privately. What could he want? I had to warn you, whispers Samson, looking nervously the length of the hall. I'm convinced that Lazarus communes with evil spirits and works to curse your land. Lazarus covers his tracks well, but I'm sure I am not the only one who can see right through the lies. I should run. He may have animal spies watching us at this very moment. There are serious allegations that must be examined. In particular, must be examined by a 5-year-old. And you know what? First of all, I love that hairstyle. But second of all, I believe that I need adequate headwear if I am going to take care of this. Look at this insanity. You know what? I think I'm going to wear this golden tiara crown. What are you going to do about it, huh? Gather evidence. Oh, look at that. Now we're looking at multiple witnesses. I've never felt, this is Jima that says this, or Hima. I've never felt quite right in Lazarus' presence. I reckon it's how he always seems to know everything, or at least so much more than I do. Then I try to show his up that I'm not silly. But then that's the sin of pride. I think Lazarus is trying to keep me from heaven on purpose. Show him up, right, that I am not silly. Yeah, okay, so he just doesn't like him. Honestly, it doesn't sound very convincing. Then again, I am 6 years old, 5 years old, so do you need to be convincing to a 5-year-old? I don't know. Appraised of the accusation against Lazarus, Jonas looks startled and smiles. Give me just a moment. He does not like me. That's a pretty... He likes me a bit more. I think such concerns are quite misplaced. I regularly witness Lazarus in attendance at church. While Lazarus does our hymns at a terrible tune, tonelessness is not a sin. I would pay no mind to this gossip. innocent. And then we have another one that is Kentiba Facilitas. He is an actual mayor, okay. Mayhap there is truth to this story. Lazarus is not a true Amara, but rather a foreigner, reared by foreign folk with their own strange beliefs. I would not have guessed that Lazarus could be undermining us, but I now recall that he was up north recently, quite near in fact, to where a score of cattle died of dire convulsions. Can we ever truly trust anyone but our own? He is Nubian and Coptic. Interesting, because this sounds like actual witchcraft. Guilty. I summon Lazarus to the throne room. Hello there, I'm 5 years old, I want to judge you now. Can I change her outfit as she stands there? Wait, let me... Oh, this one is so nice. I like the Hungarian circlets so much. Like, that's actually a really good one. You know what, let's wear the... let's wear the Crown of Constance. I like that one as well. Let us wear the Hungarian circlet. You know what? Sure, there you go. Lazarus, you have been accused by Zamzon of conspiring with evil spirits to ruin the realm and damn the souls of those who reside therein. I am a very eloquent 5-year-old. This is a most serious claim, and I have consulted widely to discover the truth. There is compelling testimony against you. Yet I must also consider the risk of calumny. In doubt, I exile you, or you shall be burned in a week. Huh. Burned, huh? Well, I'm a child, and this is court intrigue. So I want to translate this, right? I'm going to take my time here, because this is a roleplay playthrough. I want to translate this into essentially being a court intrigue. People don't like Lazarus. We already have enough foreigners at court. Of course, my mother, myself. We can't have any Nubians here, because the Nubians are a rival culture that is in the northwest of ours, and they have very strong rulers of their own, although they are all Coptic. They are all, you know, our rivals, essentially. Especially, of course, the rivals of the very powerful Lord of Axum right here, that is the son of my former educator. So in this case, I'm not going to judge Negist Zena's opinion. I believe that I'm going to judge the opinion of this lord. And Nagasia's fear, you know, is gregarious, calm, and gluttonous. I don't think really they match well. You know, I think they are quite on the other side of the argument. So I'm going to say guilty. You shall be burned within a week. The burning of Lazarus. Hundreds have gathered under an overcast sky to watch justice done. A hooded man lowers a blazing torch to the woodpile. The fire hesitates, but then eventually catches in earnest. The thick smoke and the crowd's jeers make it impossible to tell if, in his last moments, Lazarus sought forgiveness, protested his innocence, or cursed us all. Am I the righteous instrument of a higher power, or a superstitious fool? See, here's the thing. I think children always take on their experience in life a little bit differently than it may have been intended from the adults in the room. So essentially, she doesn't know whether he's good or evil, but what she sees is him being burned, the crowd cheering, and everybody celebrating her. And I could see that having, yeah, look at that, increased law and order. I could see that having an impact on how she sees religion and how she sees the world. We'll see. I will also actually sit down. See, what I didn't really talk about is that I genuinely believe that building up your provinces is absolutely gold, especially if you're smaller. In Crusader Kings 3, that definitely was not the case in Crusader Kings 2. Now let me just see, do we want any of these? Nope, we can't even build any of them. I would love something that simply gives me more levies, because that will frighten everybody that might want to attack me. Now, these bonuses for the light cavalry and whatnot are nice. We are mostly focused on light footmen. We got some armored footmen and we got some light horsemen as well. So all of these are actually quite viable, but I think I'm going to go with this one. The barracks, actually, yeah. All of these are quite viable, but you know what? I think I'm going to go with the barracks. I'm just going to make the heavy infantry, actually, oh, that's so good as well. No, okay, let's focus on the heavy infantry damage. I like the plus 125 levies. That is just gorgeous. And look at him go. Look at him build. Oh, that's how we handle this. Zena is in full control, and Zena will not be educated in stewardship. No, we will be educated in martial. I will lead our armies myself if I have to. Zena the warrior queen. Yeah, that's that might be copyrighted. We will have to see about that. Oh, would you look at that? War declared. Who declared a war upon me? Nazir Elagai Ibn Kahil of Massawa, right here to our north. He has a bunch of allies, which is a threat. But I'll be honest with you, I think he just doomed himself because I just need to take him out. And then this war is over. And I could even, you know what, I think I might just turn it around right after the war is over and take the first Abyssinian coastal province, making us an actual merchant powerhouse. And there you go. What a miscalculation, by the way. Their allies are going north because I believe that they are involved, yep, in a different war as well. And that one has a bit more hope, I suppose. Look at that. Yeah, they're fighting that one. He declared a war without the knowledge that he would be around to actually win it and fight it together with his allies. And just like that, you know what? Massawa, I'm taking you down. The Kushite faith has no place here. And yeah, look at that. We are going to turn it around immediately. We're going to civilize the borderland. That comes from an amazing Casus Belli mod. I really like it. It makes it so that I can declare this war for 135. That is okay. Primarily, of course, I'm interested in gaining the title directly. I don't want him, the Kushites, under control of my kingdom. No, I want to clean that up. And it is quite interesting. Of course, he is superior technically speaking, but I'll be honest with you, I don't think that this is going to work out for him. And more importantly, this will mean the first coastal province of ours. So let us get it done. Let's take it down. Easiest money I've ever made. And of course, I'm not going to keep that title. I require this tribe to be feudalized. You know what? I'm going to pay that money. Why am I paying that money? You know, it's not the ideal investment. I'm just gonna say it. I wouldn't recommend this if you're playing this game, if you got... Let me just check. Am I safe? I am. I wouldn't recommend this as an ideal playstyle. But of course, Massawa needs to be prepared to become, well, you know, a proper trading port. And how else could that happen unless I invested into it? So, and we gained no buildings. I thought that was fixed. Is it? I thought that was fixed. I really did. Does it take like a moment? Nope, apparently not. Oh, maybe it only happens if you actually feudalize as a tribe. And I essentially came in, waltzed in, destroyed their tribal infrastructure, and then just built a castle. Megisha has been pestering me for a long time now. Many of the other children listen to him, and he uses his influence to turn them against me. I cannot get him to stop no matter what I do. He is the worst. I have an prison reason against you. Fornicator. Oh. You're the mother of my half-brother, right? My father liked you, and you are the worst. I wish I could imprison you, let me tell you. But with that being said, we're going to hand this out, and I think I'm going to hand it out to somebody that is really good at stewardship, not you. Nope. Yep. You are a good choice. Yeah, absolutely. Would you look at that? You gain this title, and now you are the proud controller of the first coastal province of ours. I like it. Already, 7 years old, I have conquered the coast. And would you look at that, war has been declared yet again. We're just not getting any breathers, are we? This time it is the Danakilan conquest of the grand city of Massawa. They are trying to take ours down. This is not going to happen. The grand city of Massawa must exactly stand as tall as it was destined to stand. Now the thing is, he has more than one province, and he also has an ally. Where is this ally? All the way over here, but quite strong and not busy. Ooh, in that case, I don't know. We'll have to see. Do you have any men-at-arms? Oh, you do. You have a bunch of men-at-arms. Oh my god. Let's see what we can do. This is a realm in distress. I might just lose this province right away. Okay, so I looked around and I made a decision. This is not a decision I don't think that Zena is, you know, making, but I do believe that it is an absolutely necessary decision. I like this fella, just for the record, man. Talagumus. That is cool. I like that. But also, what I find to be more important is a strong alliance. And Raphael Azim is the son of Tianusi of Alodia, our neighbor here, just to point that out. So, there you go. He is the entire lord of Alodia. And I'm going to marry him matrilineally because he's the second born. And long term, this will most certainly mean prosperity. But let's not talk about that yet. It is just a strong ally, of course. And I shall call him in, because otherwise I might fall to him and his ally. Let's see what we can do. Mengesha is such a pain. Whenever he gets the chance, he does his best to convince the other children that I'm a horrid person. He lies and spins tales, and only I know it is not the truth. He won't leave me alone. I do not know what to do. He is the worst. 40 stress, you son of a gun. Let me just check in on the Habsburgs, by the way. Okay, I was about to say maybe they did something, but they did absolutely nothing. Strong alliances, I can tell you that much. The brothers are actually allied. I like that a lot. That stems, or that usually smells like they are really good players. In this case, good, you know, AI, I guess. We still have the Godwin on the throne. He actually won the war against Magnus son of Harald. Good on you. We have a very much balanced Reconquista going on. The Yemina family is still infighting. Aragon is standing on its own, although it looks like they might be losing a province right there. We got a fight right here. You're defending for... Wait, Girona? Holy War for the Comtat of Girona. Why would you do that? That's disgusting. Let's put that aside. The rest is looking quite sensible in terms of borders. Oh, we got Rurikid Bordergo, but that shouldn't really be news. That's just what they do. I mean, honestly, you can be quite proud of this. Look at this. The princes, technically all still together, but not really. Oh, and there you go. I may have been born Amara, but I cannot deny that I no longer know what that even means. After Shahandok's tutelage, I feel Hayaran through and through. I have become Hayaran. Courtly inspiration. I am incredibly impressed by one of the household's Espet. I assume that is some sort of position. Is that a knight? Yeah, that's a knight. Okay, there you go. I was finally introduced to him face to face, and I'm no less impressed now. I will remember his words for the rest of my life. Give others their due and you will receive your own turn, or work hard and you can master anything, or greatness comes in time. Be there to grasp it when it does. You know what? Work hard and you can master anything. That's us. That is exactly who we are. Perfect. And here we go. I think this will be the fight. Listen, I had to be very defensive because our ally was busy over here. I hoped that he would finish that early, but he didn't. I can only hope that we can together destroy them here. You can see that we are not countering them perfectly. They are countering us incredibly well. Yeah, we need a better army when it comes to actually countering these here, our local enemies. But this could still very well be a victory. Of course, we are the defenders, so we're getting a huge advantage boost that kind of counters them countering us. And I think we may have got this here. It depends on the rolls that we get. If we could get another, yeah, plus 27, look at that. That looks really good. What you don't want is to roll bad early on, because this just means that your troops get diminished faster, meaning that later on good rolls mean very little. In this case, you can see we have indeed won. And I will do my best, first of all, to defeat you. What is that? Get out of my country. To defeat them, we are at minus 87%. That is, that's hot. Okay, let's try to do this, okay? Let's try to get in, maybe unsiege it. I can only hope. Oh, and would you look at that? My vassal Sir Mogbai is getting on my nerves. He takes every opportunity to needle me, seemingly taking joy in the irritation and pain he causes. You 4-year-old bastard. Honestly, I feel at that point, it's not him. I'm pretty sure it's us. I think we have become an irritable person that is not very sociable. I will teach him a lesson. Yeah, that sounds about right. We're bullying back. You know what? Yeah, I will teach you a lesson. Innocent indulgences. To finally be able to put Ogba in his place is improving my mood considerably. I borrowed his favorite wooden aspid, and he now has to do what I tell him to. It's all in good fun. Ooh, yeah. Not a good person, I gotta tell you. Budding attraction. As I look upon a young Pentler walking by, sweaty with labor, but a blush on his cheeks, I'm entranced. What is this feeling? This longing? Look at that. We are heterosexual. Oh, and we unsieged it. Get bent, buddy. The criminal. While passing through the streets with my mother Shahandok, we come by the pillory. A man was stuck there, begging for water or any kind of relief from his fate. The criminal shouldn't even dare to look at me. I will get him some water from the well. Or water, I hope this mud will do the job. You know what, she is callous, which is fine, but I think I'm going to become arrogant. It really suits us. We have been bullied early on, and now we are substituting the emptiness and the pain that bullying has done to us by being arrogant, by just having up this barricade, the guard that says, don't touch me, I'm better than you, even though maybe in the heart of hearts of us, we might not be better. But you know what, I think Queen Zena will be a very specific character, a very special character. I hope a good one, certainly. Let's do our best to make her an interesting character. Yeah, this looks good to me. Court. My mother Shahandok caught me stealing from Lord Mayor Iasu's travel chest while he was visiting the castle. Threatening punishment, Shahandok demanded an explanation. I was challenged to a game by one of the other children, or that would be a lie, of course. I thought I could get away with it, but I will never do it again. She's forgiving. We have a good relationship with our mother, but I'll be honest with you, I think as a child and as a person, Queen Zena probably feels as though her mother has failed her anyway. How can it be that a mother allows that sort of bullying? So in this case, you might like me, mother, but I will not tell you the truth, because what has that ever done for us? I reckon it has done absolutely nothing. And look at that, we are at 64%. I would love to dissolve these troops. You can see our enemy has been sieged out entirely by other enemies. I believe they have declared a war against him. Oh, he's dying. Let me just dissolve these troops here. Because what I would really like to do is essentially no longer be bankrupt. That would be nice. And I think we can pull that off indeed. And I don't think our enemy really poses any threat anymore. Meaning we are de facto at peace. Just de jure, not really. Blossoming friendship. I've spent a lot of time with Mizrak recently. She always knows exactly what we should do when we meet. And I am never bored when I'm with her. I like that. Hey, Mizrak, we should become friends. Yeah, I'm gonna make this girl... We're gonna become friends. Once we grow up, I'm gonna start a plot to become a friend of hers. Oh, we already... You know what? There you go. We are friends. Perfect. And now what I care more about... Wait, she's a vassal of mine? Oh, she is. Oh, that is cool. I like that. Yeah, I actually really... I was not aware. You know what? I gave that land. Right, I gave it to her father. Oh. Ooh. I think I may have caused that, but don't worry about it, okay? That's good. I like that. And there you go. The war is finally over. Masawa stays ours, and quite frankly, as always, of course, you want Ed. I want to conquer Boer. I'm going to immediately turn around and declare a war of my own. Boer will be mine, and you will have no say in it. And there you go, I have become a tough soldier. It could have been better, I'll just admit it, you know? But I think we are a pretty decent queen with high ambitions. With the help of Shahan Doctor, I finally concluded my studies in the art of warfare. I'm disappointed in my results, as I really think I could have done better. As I take my first steps into adulthood, I find myself reminiscing about some of the people who have made an impact on the woman I have become. The friendship I shared with Mizrak meant a lot to me when we were both younger. And to still have her by my side means a lot. The things Mengesha put me through as a child still weigh heavy on me, and every time I see him, my mood is sure to turn sour. I wonder if Seum Ogbai remembers the things I put him through when we were young. We've been treated awfully, and we are an awful person. Now here's the big question. We're a tough soldier. We're no longer under her guidance, of course. I will not forget my enemy, and my enemy won't forget me. I will no longer be bossy, that is fine. What I would love to do, I talked about this earlier, I would love to create some cataphracts and then maybe move away. Here's my question, because this is where we'll end this episode. What should be my goal with this character? You now know her backstory, you know who she is, you know how much pain she has endured, and by the way, wow. Ooh, that's something. You know how much pain she has endured. Now, what shall she do? Should we turn towards religion? Should we turn towards conquering the region? Should we turn towards maybe, dealing with the Muslims to the north? To the east, of course, we also have the Muslims right here that are trying to colonize the African Horn. What shall we do, and what shall Queen Zena specialize in? But more importantly, of course, why... Oh, wait, what? That's a default now? Oh, I was about to say, that can't possibly be a default, and it wasn't. You know what, let's just wear the human mask for now, because for the moment this character is behind the mask. You tell me what is underneath the mask. Let me know who she is and what she shall attempt to do. You know her character, so let me know what her future holds. Thank you so much for tuning in, and of course I would like to thank the members of the channel that are making videos such as this one possible. And with that being said, thank you dear barons, dear counts, dear dukes, and later, alligator.